Всем привет, друзья! Вы на канале Вартарис, а это прохождение игры Dune Awakening. Приятного просмотра. Ну, а я продолжаю проходить эту игру. И да, совсем скоро выйдет обновление этой игры. Прям реально совсем скоро. Буквально час и все, и выйдет обновление. Что там за обновление выйдет, я не знаю, потому что я это не читал. И да, если что, я даже еще ничего не ел. И только проснулся, чуть походил и сразу записывать прохождение Дюны сел. А, мне надо на пустоши. Чего-то на пустоши, как их там? В котловину Хага гнать надо. Там что, ничего нету? Почему таких нету текстур для обычного строительства? Тут много текстур, которых просто нету в игре. Почему, например, таких нету? Вот реально, почему нет текстур таких? Почему я не могу построить в этой игре абсолютно все, что мне придет в голову, а? Почему я не могу это сделать? Да, теперь эта хрень будет у меня на глазах. Надеюсь, она будет появляться не так часто. Я поиграю минут 50. Так, все задания, в принципе, у меня уже там будут. Потому что дальше эта хрень будет появляться очень часто. Думаю, за 2 часа мой орнитоптер не сломается, если внезапно игра отрубится. Просто тороплюсь пройти как можно больше, прежде чем отрубят нафиг весь зарубежный трафик. Так, а куда мне надо было лететь? Может, мне вообще в деревню Харка надо было? Короче, если это уведомление будет часто вскакивать, то я, пожалуй, закончу этот ролик. Мне надо... Немножко не прочитал. Резко он вверх не взлетает. Ну, тут нужны ускорители. А я думал, надо лететь в котловину Хага. Так чисто я уже сколько часов летаю просто с Аракина в Харьков, с Харакина. Нет, я так не буду играть. Короче, уведомление чисто... слишком часто всплывает. Я, пожалуй, пока записывать не буду. А почему не показывать раз 10 минут? Зачем каждую секунду показывать? Как будто я не вижу, что обновление выйдет через час. Через час это очень много. Ладно, через полчаса моргало, блин, столько раз. Хотя бы через полчаса записать и все, и уйти. Хотя нет, полчаса запишем. Час не получится, потому что это уведомление будет мозги мне иметь. Итак, я... Нет, но... Так играть невозможно. Ну так играть просто невозможно. Мне надо хотя бы застать один диалог и прослушать его. В этом минус одиночных игр. Ой, сетевых игр. В том, что Ты можешь играть в определенное время, и если выходит обновление, то фиг ты во что поиграешь. И 9 человек на улице. Скорее всего, с другой стороны. Я, в принципе, сделал уже больше половины всего того, что сделал на прошлом персонаже. На прошлом персонаже мне просто больше всего. В 5 раз. И транспортный орнитоптер есть, и краулер есть у меня. У меня все есть там. И баги 6 уровня. Точнее, только как его там. Как он называется? Лучерез только 6 уровня. Стоит на баге, а так он весь 4 у меня. Так, надеюсь, мне дадут доиграть.
Welcome back.
Так.
That's a special drink. Fresh cedric juice is hard to come by on Arrakis. Was there anything else with that? You're the second one looking for Tuco in the past week. I don't know and I don't want to know. I've got enough drama in my life dealing with the Harkonnens. Same thing I'm gonna tell you. Most of my clientele don't want to be found. And I don't ever ask. Kara sent you, huh? I warned her about dealing with Tuco. He's as greasy as it gets. Tuco must have finally ripped off the wrong mark. And they want him dead. It's actually surprising it took this long. Tuco's a slippery bastard. Won't be easy if he doesn't want to be found. See that room at the back? Normally, I would advise anyone and everyone to stay the hell out of there if they like the skin on their bodies. It's a Samuta lounge. The smugglers use it to coordinate their Harko operations. He doesn't have a choice if he wants to avoid pissing off Fenring any more than he already has. The smugglers keep a ledger in there to coordinate dead drops. Tuco's in that book somewhere. If you want to find him, you need to walk into that back room like you belong there and check the book for yourself. It's written in code, of course, but if you can look it over and report back, I may be able to figure out where Tuco is holed up.
Ну что, погнали. Опять с этой падлой говорить, блин. А нет, не с ней. С кем-то с другим надо перетереть за что-то. Блин, опять голос садится, скотина просто, ну. Значит, надо поесть меда. Хотя я сейчас просто дозаписываю и пойду отдыхать, блин. Голос сел, очень разработался, только встал, блин. Я только встал с кровати буквально минут 20 назад.
Was there anything else with that? Well, this is just an informed guess, but I'm pretty sure that code refers to a dead drop on top of one of the rock spires in Jabal Ifrit.
Ну все, взяли квест, теперь можно топать дальше. Ну, хотя бы раз 10 минут реально нас бывает. Ну, превьюшку я получить успел. Это меня уже очень радует. Скоро ты попрощаешься с этим персонажем. Да что я сделаю? Сверну базу. Все разберу, сверну базу и все. И с этим персонажем все. Потому что я не хочу по новой фармить это часами все, что у меня было. У меня там 3000 пласталевых слитков, 3000 и 1000 пряностей. А 1000 пряностей, как думаешь, сколько это? Правильно, 100 000 пряностей. А это я собирать вручную на новом персонаже вообще не горю желанием. У меня просто на это нет никакого желания. А, ну да, тут я был уже. Сейчас надо с этим, как его, со сканером побегать в этом месте и все. Сейчас нас будут тупо гонять по котловине Хага. Опять через... Как их там? Через Масхары бегать придется снова. И чё, все? Почему мне до сих пор не дали винтовку Суфира, я не знаю. Либо ее за задание убрали, либо, ну реально. Ну, должна быть. Но тут ее нет. Там у меня их 2, тут 0. И это нечестно, вообще ни капельки. Потому что тут в прошлый раз мне ее за задание дали. Или я ее нашел, не помню. Но сейчас ее нет. Хотя нет, скорее всего, я за задание получил. А тут, видите ли, мне ее не дают. Почему-то. Ну, что мне тут делать? Почему, ну, в радиационном месте? Ой, опять костюм одевать надо. Где мой сканер-то? И что мне сделать? А, вниз надо идти. О. $2000 денег нашел. Ну что я должен найти-то? А, так он сдул. А, вот он. Висит такой, приныкался, ищи его потом. Вернитесь к Аре. Там еще какое-то задание должно быть. Проникните на банкет. Тут еще какая небольшая цепочка квестов будет. И в принципе я сделал все, что было раньше. Что сейчас она нас погонит еще раз на Харку, где мы поговорим с кое-каким хирургом. Или как он там называется. И в принципе, можно сказать, я сделал абсолютно все квесты, что у меня были на прошлом персонаже. На прошлом персонаже мне надо будет этот ланстрат доделать. Точнее, открыть его. Потому что мне, как оказалось, он не открыт. Я тупо этот квест пропустил, не заметил, где он. В общем, совершенно... Тьфу ты, совсем скоро я вернусь на прошлого персонажа. Вот эта шкала, между прочим, все дольше и дольше возникает. Ну ладно, пускай висит. Мне-то что, я просто добегу. Так, она у нас находится наверху. Тут сделали так неудобно, что можно подняться наверх только по одной лестнице. И все, это очень неудобно. Почему таких нету пандусов в игре? Точнее, в режиме строительства. И вот такие двери почему нету? Мне они нравятся, а их нету.
You're back. Did you find Tuco? Damn it, Tuco. I loved you like the degenerate shitbag uncle you thought you were. It's true. You never missed an opportunity to rip me off. When your hands weren't in my pocket, they were on my ass. But you always had my back. Rest in peace, Uncle Tuco. I guess I owe you some training, Boot. You're back.
I feel like a clutch of Centrixian flatworms are having an orgy in my skull. I need you to shoot me, Boot. Put me down like a syphilitic Kulon. It's the withdrawal, Boot. The stimulation from the implant. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before. Think of the greatest spice high, mixed with the most powerful orgasm you've ever had. Except it goes on and on, as long as the button is pushed. Before long, you find yourself doing anything. As long as they hit that button one more time. It was the only thing that kept me in line. They had me, and there was nothing I could do about it. I only escaped because we came here. The static interference disrupted the control deck. But even though I got away, I never
так
really
ее поймали
got away.
где-то и все, накачали
My
наркотиками, и в
wildest
итоге она
dreams.
на них подсела.
I never imagined how dependent I'd grown on that stimulation. Its absence is excruciating. If you don't shoot me in the face, you're going to have to find me some stims. They're the only thing keeping me right side up. And I'm fresh out. There's a back alley surgeon in Harko,
Ну вот сейчас.
Dr. Kumari. She doesn't like me very much, but she won't turn you away. Find her. Show her this list of symptoms. She'll know what to do. As always, Boot. The details are in the contract.
Так, ну все. Сейчас отправимся к доктору. Это представитель какого-то дома. В принципе, к чему ему охрана? Вот. Тех персонажей мы оставим на следующий ролик, чтобы слишком часто превьюшки не повторялись. Эти уведомления стали всплывать очень часто. Ну, превьюшка у меня есть, поэтому пофиг, хотя нет. Превьюшка сейчас у нас будет. Ну, довольно-таки, как сказать, колоритный персонаж. Сейчас ты его увидишь, если ты еще его не видел. Он позволяет менять внешность. Я даже, в принципе, примерно помню, где он находится. Можешь просто уже не обращать на эти непрогруженные текстурки. Сюжет в этой игре очень неплохой, но вот, блин, состояние самой игры, скажем так, не очень закончено Unreal 5. Да, игра зависла. И вот он, этот колоритный персонаж.
Come in, Powindar. Come in. State your purpose before my fricassee grows cold. It is barely edible when hot. One would think that in an imperium of a million worlds, some culinary aptitude would have developed somewhere. What I wouldn't give for a proper bowl of Klavna Gar, or even a plate of Borks, steaming, rare, and glowing like the fires of Aralu. What is it you wanted again? State your business or be gone. My fricassee grows cold. 13! Where are you hiding, damn it? I'm sure you would. What now? I don't know what you're talking about. And yet you live. To stand here and casually risk your life in speaking of things that are not meant to be spoken of. Better you forget whatever it is you think you have seen. Call it a bad dream, half remembered. Bother me no more with your fanciful tales, Powindar. They will get you killed. You again. What is it now? Can you take directions, Powindar? You wastelanders have failed me many times before. Never mind. I can't expect a truthful answer from your ilk. But it just so happens that there is a matter that could benefit from the attention of one with your rough, skills. A package of mine is overdue. Need is overstating it. I simply require an odd assortment of spare parts to fuel my experiments, and will pay handsomely for their conveyance. Something about this corrupt world nurtures the greed in your kind, Powindar. Until recently, I had a convivial relationship with my supplier. They provided a fresh and steady supply of the materials I require, and my payment was similarly unfaltering. They are demanding 5 times as much, but how did you know? They seemed very professional in their way, but now they hold my package for ransom. It is an outrage. You will find the robbers in the Jabal Efreet. I will amend the contract with the exact coordinates.
Так, ну ладно, погнали. Уведомление стало всплывать все чаще, и оно меня бесит. Ну и где эта фигня? Как наверх залезть? Почему нет таких прямых текстур? Я хотел бы их видеть, но их тут нет.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedies for whatever ails you. Kara sent you. Well then, you can turn around and piss right off to whatever hole she found you in. Her name is shit around here. None of your bloody business. What's the matter with her now? She must be suffering terribly. If I were you, I would go quickly and find someone who gives a shit. Look, even if I wanted to help her, which I don't, I haven't been able to get medical supplies in weeks. Tell you what, if you can fix my medical supply issue, I'll help Sergeant Falk. As much as... Talk to Anushka Hanova. She'll point you in the right direction.
Ну, если все эти квесты в одном месте, тогда ладно.
Welcome back. Was there anything else with that? It's not my fault. Harko wasn't built to support this many people and doesn't have a starport that will accommodate most transport freighters. The only way to get supplies here is in small loads by ornithopter or medical supplies used to come by ground courier through the Udom. But that run is too dangerous these days. And while the Moscaret are getting aggressive across the sector, one nest stands out as particularly troublesome. So if someone were to pacify that nest, I might be able to convince my contacts that it's worth the risk to start shipments again.
Ну и тоже в котловине Хага все делается. Короче, здесь мы все локации, как их там, 7 квесты сделали здесь, по крайней мере пока. Чтобы продолжить квесты в этом месте, надо сгонять туда. Зачем бегу сюда? Тут намного дольше бежать. А чё, у них нет даже нормального порта? Ну, почему-то вот Рейдоса все хуже, да. У них, скорее всего, есть большой порт, а у них почему-то нету его. Но если это Масхарет, полетим-ка мы лучше на Аракин. Какой-нибудь кадр я вычленю на превьюшку. Ну, пока терпимо эти уведомления видеть. Если будут чисто гонять по этим местам, то почему бы и нет? Где эти квесты? Ну я хочу взять задание на Аракин здесь, чтобы потом по 2 раза не летать туда-сюда. Чем больше я заданий возьму, тем проще. Возможно, потом будут квесты в эти комнаты. Но я в этом не уверен. Вроде бы такое богатое место, вот лестницу не могут нормально сделать, блин.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? But who would want to kill a Master Lathe? He was already doing a good job over that himself. Between his taste for that toxic Harkonnen brew he loved so much, and the company he kept. House of deserters and ex-Dune men mostly. Not the kind that file taxes or hold court on Kaiten. Keep it down, stranger. But yes, if you are asking if Master Leth drifted that far, he did. Master Leth was a creature of habit, wretched ones. Benders that lasted days, women and drink until he couldn't see straight. Public, shouting poetry in the gutter. One sock, no shoes. The sheriff, he dragged him in more than once. No charges, of course. Not for his kind. He would vanish, poof. Sometimes for days or weeks at a time. Always come back clear-eyed, skin back like a desert stone. That is when he would hole up in the private room, pour himself a Vanta, crack open one of those revolutionary tomes, and the cycle would begin anew.
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair with your drink? I believe you are mistaken. Master Leth is under the influence of something quite spiritual. Vantadraft. Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. But let's be generous and assume the middle one. You're right, no games. Just a corpse in the Espada room, and a list of insults I had hoped to use before Vantadraft finished what regret started. Murdered? No. Master Leth was far too committed to slow, deliberate self-annihilation, not flashy enough for murder. Self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. It's a currency, and Master Leth had it to spare. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books. In that general order. Weird stuff, off-the-record titles. Things that don't circulate legally. Class struggle, worker dignity. That sort of quaint filth. The kind of books that'll get you locked up on over half the systems in the Imperium. Sorry. The desk to sign out library books is on the lower floor. Things you don't read for fun. Anti-Imperial treatises. Sandfly manifestos. I don't know. I suppose he wanted to unbolt the class system with his wrench and conviction. Should have known tools like us don't get to fix things. We just hold the weight until it crushes us. Master Leth collected bad decisions like drink tickets. And love was just another excuse to disappear for a night. Or 3. Vantadraft poured black as regret. The real stuff. Illegal, with a trace of poison. Mined in barrels, not bottled. Master Leth said it was the only drink honest enough to finish what he started. Not officially. Just a spice stabilizer that got banned in 3 systems. Makes the color pretty. Also kills your liver. Depending on who you ask, that's a feature. Trace amounts of hetsine chloride, legally classified as lacquer thinner, adds that lovely licorice bite. Builds up in the blood until your nerves start skipping beats. But it's slow, subtle. death by decimal. You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogues tragedy like a tax collector. Go spoil her mood.
Ну чё?
You? Again? You're like a rash. Sorry. Was that hurtful? Not hurtful enough. How is... I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and I promise there will be collateral damage if I have to open my mouth. Murder? That's impossible. I don't... How could you... Oh, no. There's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories. All right, you nerve-wracking hound. Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Ask your questions. Stranger than usual? Well, he did become extra agitated. Paranoid, even. Particularly after a meeting with a strange woman. A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a Thopter transport for the following day. I don't know if I should... He had a secret workshop in the Eastern Shield Wall. I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work. I'll send you the coordinates of the workshop. I understand. Let's get this over with. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. I don't know what to believe. Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance, little teaching, nothing. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. I've had to figure it out as I go, running the day-to-day affairs in the chaos. In essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakis. It's ludicrous. I'm in over my head. Damn Austin. Or rest in peace, or both. Losing my mind. I've suspected as much. Austin must have done something for someone in power to earn his cozy position. He did something that haunted him. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. He's a shadow of who he was. It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around him. Something had him guilt-racked. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel guilty or afraid. I'm not sure how he made ends meet, but the job title remained and money kept coming in.
Кажется, диалог закончим, и эта часть закончится тоже, потому что выйдет обновление.
An alibi for Austin's murder. I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting. I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork. Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there. Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable. I suppose Ugo and Alistair might have their own shady dealings. But I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems too ridiculous. I don't know. Was that some sort of revolutionary manifesto? I don't know much about the book itself, other than Austin was reading it obsessively recently. Not specifically. Well, I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor was becoming more, I suppose, militant. Towards the end, he also seemed to be hanging out about more and more shady and dangerous-looking people, though I have no idea who they were.
В принципе, с этим еще поговорим.
Back so soon? Can't get it.
С ним я уже говорил. Может, с этим надо поговорить.
Do mine ears detect the footfalls of someone who will add a drop of excitement to this rather pedestrian evening? Austin's dead. But I only saw him recently. So full of life. Wait. Is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your sleuthery? Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are two of you, yes? I jest. Oh, do lighten up. This isn't a funeral, it's a possible murder scene. Well, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poisons with your involvement in the farcical plot to assassinate me. That was you, wasn't it? Just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure you. Why, some of my closest friends have tried to murder me at one time or another. Now, what were we talking about?
Все-таки они учли этот момент, когда я его чуть не убил.
A proper murder mystery, and I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Perhaps I felt a deadly envy toward my dear friend. Nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine, whereas I am rather fabulous. Come to think of it, we weren't very close friends. Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this caper. I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a bottomless appetite for spiced alcohol. Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache that I do. People like Austin turn alcoholic dependency into something depressing. Something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery, shaken well and garnished with intrigue. Take it as you will. I am just a fatuous noble brat with too much leisure on his hands. Or perhaps I'm at my most serious when I'm joking. Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2. Ah, yes, his illimitable nervous tic. I can stomach murder and cadavers, but just thinking about that man's poor, tormented cuticles. Ugh. And I'll tell you another thing. He had deep-seated mother issues that bordered on fetishistic. We can smell our own. I can say that he was rather buried in that book, a recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar, barely registering the people around. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages, but if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves. Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticisms of the Empire. The title was... Histories of Imperial Descent Volume 7, The Ikaz Revolt Causes Conduct and Consequences Within the Imperium. Or something, thereabouts. Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains. Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to, for we are high functioning. Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I deserved it. Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window? In that case, no. I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of gossip.
Немножко осталось.
I did see him reading a Sandflies manifesto recently. I shall count the minutes until the next disaster. My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than I. He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive such a cushy job. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Arakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically. Do I get to play the part of a potential suspect? Fun! Yes, I've been at this establishment for most of the day. Sounds sad now that I'm saying it. Anyway, the proprietor can vouch for me.
Ну, диалоги слушать, задания эти выполнять интересно прям. Ты очень сильно погружаешься в игру, прям как в какую-то книгу.
Well, only the usual assortment of patrons. Nothing noteworthy, I'm afraid. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor Austin.
Ну, все. Иди это задание. Если успею с ним поговорить, будет хорошо. Хотя, скорее всего, я с ним договорить не успею. Ну ладно, превьюшка все равно есть, поэтому пофиг. На полусловие, если что, может все вырубиться нафиг.
Report. You rattled her then? Good. Did anything shake loose? Did she say where? If he was running, that's the direction we look. Very good. You're starting to think like a Cheops player. But every cleared square reveals a trap or a truth. Go see which one Lath left behind. The pyramid game. 9 levels. Like chess built for mentats. It doesn't matter if you have... The point is, you don't win Cheops by chasing pawns. Every piece changes value as you climb the board. Just like an investigation, you can't trust what's in front of you until you understand what's above it and what's beneath.
Ну, в общем, я успел взять все задания. И в следующем миссии мы отправимся в котловину Хага. И в барьерную стену. Это вроде бы в сердце бури находится, как я помню. Хотя нет. Нас туда отправят как раз таки по следам той женщины, с которой встречался этот мужик. Я забыл его имя, блин. Короче, вот такая вот вышла часть. Очень продуктивная, но очень насыщенная. И очень насыщенная, как сказать. Продуктивная и очень насыщенная часть у нас получилась. Ну, на этом все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. И увидимся в продолжении прохождения этой игры. В общем, бывай.